for being here tonight, and thanks to the city, first of all, to the city of Lancaster for stepping up to the plate and hitting it out of the park. This space and this programming and this director are indications that Lancaster takes itself seriously as more than just another town, as a place where imagination and creation are highly valued, and where the society is brought together by the arts. And the arts aren't simply an adornment. They're part of it's a vital organ in the community. That befits the fact that Lancaster is an important, if sometimes overlooked, place in Southern California. 50 years ago, Southern California itself was considered a cultural backwater. Now it's considered the cultural heart, the beating, creative heart of America. I sensed that it would become that when I left New York to move here a quarter century ago. And I'm glad to say that I put my chips on the right number. This museum and what's developed in Lancaster generally only proves my point. I had the good fortune to work with Andy shoulder to shoulder for several years in another community that should have regarded itself as a cultural center and hadn't, but was starting to, and we prided ourselves on helping Riverside come to cultural maturity, and it's with great pleasure that I've helped Andy begin to put Lancaster on the map. Lancaster itself is putting itself on the map, but this museum is the crown jewel in the diamond. By the way, don't let the sign on this exhibition fool you. This is not curated by me. It was co-curated by me. With typical modesty, Andy forgot to put her own name on the wall. And to take at least equal credit for a show that makes a very important point about art in Southern California, and even art and industry and society in Lancaster itself. The kind of work we see in this room, work produced in the 1960s and 1970s that utilized new materials and experimented with new forms as a result, was typical of Southern California and typical of nowhere else in the world at the time. It was the first art that Southern California invented. Not the first art made in Southern California by a long shot, but the first art invented, the first kind of art invented in Southern California. Many kinds of art have been invented here since, but this is what got things going. And I think you'll see in this exhibition get a feel for this sense of adventure, this sense of invention, and Andy and I are very pleased that so many of the artists who are in the show, at least the living ones, whether they're Shirley or Stephen Patrick on the way. I'd like to point out for Anders Reed and Roman Reese and who else in this show is really within the big tour. We know that Dwayne Valentine is on his way. And also, do not neglect to pay attention to the art by the younger artists.